Okay. So today we have to finish with embedded questions, right? So I will share my screen with you, okay?
Okay.
This is not a difficult grammar, but it is a little bit longer because we will see this grammar with all the tenses. So let's start. Okay, so let's see here. Embedded questions we have with WH questions and yes, no questions, okay? Give me a second. Ok. Ahora sí, a ver. Tenemos estos dos tipos. So, two types, embedded questions with WH and yes, no questions. So, let's start with WH questions. First of all, what is an embedded question? It is a question, okay, that we will use in order to make a little bit more polite, okay? For example, the normal question is, what is your name? Okay, what is your name? That is a normal question. So in order I make to this question a little bit more polite, I will use a modal verb. Embedded question. The embedded question could be, for example, could you tell me what your name is? Okay, so it is not only a question, what is your name? So I will use at the beginning another phrase more. So this is, could you tell me? Okay? So in this part, we're going to start with the first tense, that it is verb to be. In this case, we have an example. Where is the station? Where is the station? So this is the normal question, right? This is verb to be. So in order this, what is the structure for this tense or this question? We are using WH, the auxiliary is the subject, the station, and in this case we don't have a complement. So for this sentence we have to convert into embedded question. And how? This is the structure to convert it. First, we will have an embedded question at the beginning. After this, we have to respect the same WH question that we have here. After this, in order not to have two questions in one, so we are going to use first, not the auxiliary. So first, the subject, and after the auxiliary, okay? So first, my subject is the station, and after, my auxiliary is the verb to be is, right? So what are we doing here? We are respecting the first WH, and after the WH, we have to convert all of this, that it is a question, we have to convert into affirmative sentence, okay? So we convert here into affirmative. Subject, auxiliary, and complement. So this is not a structure for question. It is a structure for affirmative, okay? Great. So my example, where is the station? First, what do I have to do? I have to put the embedded question. My embedded question here is, could you tell me? Okay, this is an embedded question. We have many embedded questions, and after this we will see some list about this, okay? So here I am using, could you tell me, I respect my WH, where I put the stadium, okay, well, the station, and after the auxiliary, okay, is. So could you tell me where the auxiliary, where the station is? Okay, so this is a polite question. So this is called embedded question, okay? Now, what is your name? Could you tell me the same WH what? In this case, first the subject, your name, and after the verb to be is. Could you tell me what your name is? Okay. Yes, and this is the same. What happens when we use simple present? When we use this simple present, we are talking about the auxiliaries do and does, right? For questions. So my normal question here, it is, where does she work? So I have to convert this into affirmative question. So what is my structure to convert into affirmative? It is first the subject, after the verb, but the verb with es, es, or ies, and after my complement, right? So if you can realize here, in present simple, we don't use the auxiliaries do and does in affirmative questions, in affirmative statements, right? We don't use it in affirmative sentences. So we are not going to use here do and does. Only the verb if we have a third person, he, she, it, we have to note that the verb is going to be with s, es, or ies. So this is affirmative, right? So my embedded question, I don't know. This is another embedded question. I don't know where the same WH. So this sentence or after the WH, this I have to convert into affirmative. First, my subject. In this case, it is she. She. After my verb, work. In this case, as I am using the third person, I will add the S. Works, okay? And I don't have complement. So the auxiliary, and I don't have to use here in affirmative. My embedded question is going to be, I don't know where she works. Okay? Great. So here I have another. For example, when does he study? So I am using he in this case. Could you tell me my other embedded? Could you tell me when, subject he, and my verb studies in this case because I am using third person. So if you can realize here, we can see that we have two kind of embedded questions. Some embedded questions that we use with subjects. For example, I don't know, this is a subject. When we use an embedded question that starts with subject, at the end of the sentence, we only have to put period, okay? Only a dot. But if we use an embedded question with some auxiliary that it is not a subject, for example, could, do, would, I don't know. So I will use a question mark, okay? This is the only difference between the embedded questions when we convert to questions, okay? Great, so this is for third person. And for first person singular and plural. What do you like? So here I am using my auxiliary do and my subject you. So in order to convert after this into affirmative, I have to use my subject, one of them, I, you, we, they, and the verb is going to be only in the base form, and if we have complement. So what do you like? I don't know. What, my subject, and my verb in base form. What you like? Okay, so, or maybe, could you tell me what you like? So this is with subject, so I only put period. And if I use auxiliary, I use a question mark here. Okay, this is in present. So what about past? In past, simple past, we have the auxiliary did. So in this case, we have the rule that we don't use auxiliary did for affirmative sentences. So I will only put my structure of affirmative. Subject, but in this case for affirmatives, we have to use the verb in past and the complement, right? Nothing else. So I can say, could you tell me where you, and this verb in past, where you went? Okay. What did you eat yesterday? Could you tell me what you ate in past yesterday? Without auxiliary in the embedded, okay? Great. So until here, with WH question, is it understandable?
Yes, yes, yes.
Very good. Okay, so after this, what do we have? When we have, for example, yes, no questions, okay, yes, no questions when we start with an auxiliary, for example, in verb to be, here, is she an artist? We don't have here a WH. So it happens the same. We have to convert all of these questions into affirmative. Subject, auxiliary, complement. But I have to put, after my embedded question, I have to put if or whether. These both means the same. Okay, this both means sí. So I could put if or I could put whether. Both are similar. Okay? Great. So is she an artist? So I have to convert this into affirmative. Could you tell me if this, if she is an artist? Okay, so first my subject, after my auxiliary, and after my complement, okay? So the same, if it is auxiliary with question mark, okay? So simple present, we do. Do you like animals? So into affirmative. Could you tell me if you like animals? With third person, does your mom live in La Paz? Could you tell me if your mom lives, but in this case with S, in La Paz? We did. Did you come here? Could you tell me if you came here? The verb in past, right? So, about just the questions, is it understandable?
Yes.
Perfect, very good. So, the three important things for embedded questions. First, we have to know, okay, number one, that if we have a question word, this question word is the same as WH question, okay? So we could call it question word or WH question. So we have to keep the question word. We have to respect, okay? Number two, if we don't have question word, if the sentence, the question doesn't have question word, no question word, we have to put if or whether, always one of them. And number three, if we have, for example, sentences with auxiliaries, do, does, and did, we don't need to put these auxiliaries in embedded. Okay? So, some embedded questions that we have. We have here these. I wonder, this is the meaning. These are embedded questions with subjects, okay? They don't know, we don't know, I'm not sure, let's find out, she's thinking about, I've forgotten. So in this case, we can change these subjects into another's, okay? And what about embedded questions with auxiliaries? We have, for example, could you tell me, do you know, can you tell me, because we are using auxiliaries, okay? And the last part, what happened, for example, when in a question we don't have subjects? These are called subject questions. When we don't have subjects, we are going to maintain the whole question. Okay, for example, I'm going to put my embedded question, I don't know. So after my embedded question, I will put all the question. I don't know who loves Yuli, because in this case, I don't have auxiliary and I don't have subject, okay? So I am using only the WH and directly to the verb and the complement. What happened in past? We're trying to find out what happened, okay? But we have to respect if it's subject, period. If this could be like auxiliary with could, the question word, okay? Okay, so what about this grammar?
Yes, it's understandable. It's
Okay.
yes, like you said, long.
Yeah, yeah, because we use with all tenses,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But for example, you can, this weekend, if you have time, you can practice with all of these exercises, okay? I think these are
Okay.
like 20. And if
Mm-hmm.
you have some doubts, we can
Okay.
clear up the doubts on Monday, okay? So right
Okay.
now I will share you this document and in order you to have it. And now we will do in the platform, okay?
Okay.
So right now I am sending you. Okay. And, okay, I sent you. Okay, when you open the exercise, please, you're gonna share me, okay, Javi?
Okay. Mm,
Okay. Mm, Okay, give me a second.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Who is the receptionist? Mm, I wonder how many employees they have. Do you know what they make? I don't understand why the office is closed. Just show me where the restrooms are. I'm not sure where is my interview.
Okay, if you are sure, let's see.
Okay.
Okay, why? Because of the order, right? For example,
Mm,
in three.
in this.
First, right, the subject,
Mm-hmm,
and after the auxiliary. And the same
mm-hmm,
was for the last one.
mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's try again.
Who is when my interview is.
Great. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go to the second exercise. Next. Yeah. So there, for example, you have the questions and you have
Mm-hmm.
to convert into embedded.
Okay. We have an interview. Do you know where? I have an interview at Gower building. Do you know? Where? Where? Mm, where is it?
Yes.
What should I wear? I don't know what. Mm, I don't know what I should wear. I should wear. What time did you get to the office? I need to speak. And can you tell me What time? What time she gets? Mm, she get to the office. What time she gets to the office? My office. How much does Arna? I wonder how much they cost. They cost. I don't know who took this photograph of us. Can you remember who? Who took this photograph of us? This photograph. What I did, Mark? Oh, I'd like to know why Mark moved. How many people did just? Do you know how many people was invited to party? A ver. Who? I should. Yeah, I wish.
Okay. Let's see. Perfect. Very good. Any mistake?
Y eso que estaba dudando ya, pero
Sí. Más bien, pero ni un error. Muy bien. Perfecto. Ok. Gaby, so, a ver. Un momento. Yes. Ok, muy bien. Entonces, okay, with this grammar, we finish all the first module, okay? So
okay.
now I will assign you the quizzes for Unit 4 and the final test of Module B, okay?
Okay.
Ones. So they are going to be until Sunday. Is it okay?
Yes, it's perfect.
Okay. Right. Okay, so it's done. It's done, Gabby. So tomorrow we will start, okay, with the next model, C. Okay, so
Okay.
today I think, okay, this is, yes. Okay, so, well, did you receive the document?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yes, I have it.
Okay, so please give me a second, Gabby. So I will call in order to say that we finish this model because I don't know if we're going to keep the Zoom, okay, for tomorrow, the same link, or we're going to change. So in order to tell you, okay,
Okay.
give me a second, I will call.
Okay.
Okay, Gabby. Yes, we are going to continue with the same link. Okay, so
Mhm.
tomorrow we will start with the next module, and
Okay.
you can finish all your assignments until Sunday. Okay,
Mhm.
in order
Okay.
to send your scores. Okay, so
Okay.
today we will finish here. Okay, we
Mhm.
take daily survey.
Okay.
One thing,
Okay.
Gabby,
Mhm.
uh, when you, I don't know if I told you, when you finish your, what is this? The, the quizzes, don't
Mhm.
forget to take a picture about the score, okay?
Okay. Mhm.
Don't forget about it because as I told you, right, sometimes we could have some problems with the platform. So in order not
Okay.
to lose the scores, okay,
Mhm.
we're gonna have it. So when you take the picture, please send me to my WhatsApp, okay?
Okay. A question. But in the first quizzes, there wasn't any problem, right?
Yeah,
Or
no, there is not a problem because I check it. I check it.
okay.
So with the
Mhm.
others, okay?
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Great. Okay, Gabby. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye bye.